we all know, right? We've all been around the entrepreneurial world. We've heard of people saying, collect your emails, build your list, all that kind of stuff. And it's absolutely true. But I want to talk about the actual strategies behind getting more leads and being able to keep those leads on your list. And maybe towards the end, I might talk about doing some wacky things to get leads. But either way, the big thing here we're going to talk about today is getting more leads for your list. So drop me a subscribe and a like, maybe a comment on what your thoughts are and what it is that you'd love to hear from me in the future. The big thing about this topic that I absolutely love is lead generation is one of the biggest like powerhouses within the marketing world. Traffic is everything. Traffic is what you need to build your business. Traffic is absolutely everything that is the top, the bottom, the left, the right, the middle, everything that you have to have those leads in order to build your business, in order to get sales, in order to live that life that you've always wanted to live. But the problem is that there's always these misconceptions about, well, how do I capture these emails? How do I do this? How do I do that? And so today, what I'm going to go through is first, we're going to talk a little bit about, why it's important. Then we'll go over some tips and some ways that you can definitely get more leads onto your list and be more successful as an entrepreneur, regardless of what you're doing. This isn't just specifically for affiliate marketers or network marketers or real estate agents. It's for anybody who wants to build a business of any kind. Even brick and mortar businesses, they have to get this kind of information from you. So, the big question is, why is building a list important? Now, I'm sure you've heard me talk about this before, but it is the only list of leads that you actually own. If you look at your TikTok followers, you look at your Facebook followers, your Instagram followers, you look at your subscribers on YouTube, none of those people do you actually own on your list. And the reason being is because those platforms just don't give you the ability to keep that if they shut you down. Now, yes, you can export data and things like that. And I know there's ways to get that information. However, what you have to remember is that, let's say tomorrow morning, you wake up and Facebook decided it did not like the post that you put up the day before. Maybe it got too many reports. Maybe, too many people didn't comment on it. Whatever the case may be, and Facebook says, you know what, that's it. Your account's done. We're shutting you down. We don't like what you do. That's it. If your business was all about your 5,000 friends on Facebook or your followers on your page, that's it. You're done. You have nothing to market with on there if you don't have something else going. So the big thing is, that's the only piece that you own, because if a platform decides that they don't want your business anymore, well, you've got a list of your emails that you can actually take with you. And you can take it wherever you want to go, right? And as you probably were here for, we're going to get into the how to gain more leads for your list. We're going to talk about 4 legit ways. And then I'm going to give some tips on how to be a little wacky, right, to get emails. Number 1 is just ask for the emails. Facebook groups, chat bots, asking directly. For Facebook groups, biggest thing is when people are joining your group, just put in there like, hey, put in your email so you can get marketing materials, so you can get extra value from me, promotions, tips and tricks, trainings, free things that the group doesn't normally get, stuff like that. If you entice them in a way when you're asking for that email during the sign up for a group, that's going to be a huge, huge push forward, because most people are going to put that in. And a lot of times people know to answer the questions in the group. So a lot of times they'll just do it, right? So you won't get it unless you ask. Chat bots, kind of same thing. I don't use a chat bot anymore, except for the one we have on our website, which is, it's not even a chat bot. It's just the messenger plugin with a quick auto reply to let people know that we'll get back to them. But as far as that goes, I mean, in reality, you can ask for people's emails and chat bots when they go to message you for the first time, says, hey, if you want to sign up for our newsletter, put in your email and we'll get you signed up. And then also directly, just ask for people directly. I do that when people are asking for information. When I want to get on a call with them or something like that, I don't just say, okay, here's the link. I say, hey, can I have your email so I can send you the invite? And 9 times out of 10, they do. And then I have their email and I can follow up with them directly, or I can ask them later on, do you mind if I put you on my newsletter, and go from there. The next one is opt-in forms on websites. So this one's a little bit less direct, but you're still kind of achieving the same goal. Is when somebody visits your website, either having a button, some sort of form or something like that, that they can actually opt in to get your information, to get on your newsletter, get on your list. So that could be maybe the homepage of, if you have a traditional website, maybe you have a blog, you could do it on the sidebar of the blog, or you could do it right on the main page of your blog. Maybe you have a products page. So maybe you're giving people an ability to kind of look into what products you use. Maybe it's your mic, maybe it's your screens, maybe it's your camera, whatever it is, or maybe it's your affiliate products. Having an opt-in page right there where they can opt in for a newsletter. Maybe it's a bar across the top or a pop-up that comes up, something like that, that can entice them to opt in for additional information. That's going to be something that's going to be really powerful. And then also order forms. If you've ever noticed when somebody's ordering something and they're putting in their email and everything like that, a lot of times they're not opting into your newsletter or opting into what it is that you're offering in terms of value or information. And so you'll see at the, like usually at the bottom, they'll have a little checkbox that says subscribe to our newsletter, and they can just check that box. And what that does is that basically tells them they're subscribing to your newsletter, and you can then email them periodically. And so that's another kind of almost like a sneaky way, right? A sneaky way to get the emails is, they fill out the form. And some people, I don't know if you've ever done this, but you think that it's kind of like a accept the terms and conditions box, but you forgot that to read the whole box. And it turns out that it was a marketing email agreement or whatever, like I agree to receive marketing emails or something like that. That's a sneaky way that companies do that, but it's also one of those ways. It's not one of my favorites, but it's a way that you can get emails without directly asking for them. And then one of my second favorite ways is product sales. So whenever a sale is made, what you can do is you can tell them that you're going to deliver their product by email. And this is really powerful because you don't have to like entice them to give you their email. You can actually go through and say like, hey, here's this free thing I'm going to give you, or here's this product I'm going to give you. Or like, it usually works more for digital products, but you could even tell them like, hey, I need to confirm your information. So please confirm your email address before we, start the shipping process, because that's how we communicate, or whatever it is that you want to do. And so it's another way that you can get their email, because sometimes even if they submit the order form, you're not getting the authorization for, them to allow you to send emails. Part of the CAN-SPAM Act and things like that, you got to have that authorization to send them more than just transactional emails. And so just ordering a product is not enough. You have to actually get them, have some sort of authorization, a subscription confirmation that they're subscribing to your information. And if they say no, you can still deliver the product, right? You don't have to withhold it and say, well, you didn't give me your email. But in the same sense, it really works for digital products where you can say, hey, we're delivering this product via email, so please put that in so that way we can get it to you properly. And my favorite way to collect emails is landing pages, right? So whether you're in affiliate marketing, network marketing, whether you're doing crypto or health and wellness products, or maybe you're a life coach, no matter what you're doing, a landing page is the best way to collect emails. I want to show a landing page that is what I use. Real simple landing page. This isn't anything that's really out of the ordinary, but in reality, it's this top part right here that makes all the difference. And you can see there's no other links, nothing like that. This is discover how to earn a 6-figure income by only making 2 sales a week while earning 80% commissions from 7 income streams. So people who are looking for an online business are going to want to opt in to give their information and get this. And it basically says, enter your best email to see if you qualify. Now, here's the tricky part, right? Is we're not telling them that we're not going to email them, and we're not telling them that we're going to email them. They're actually providing their information to get access to the information that we're going to provide. And so when you look at this opt-in page, right, this landing page, it's super simple. There's nothing fancy about it. I could do a lot more to it, but I wanted to leave this really simple because it proves a point that information is valuable, and people will put, they'll trade value for that. And that's exactly what we teach within the program. And so one of the things here is, when you're looking at stuff like this, having the ability to have this in front of as many people as possible is one of the most powerful ways to be able to capture emails, because you're just asking for a simple email to give them the information. And most people are going to give you that. Most people aren't going to tell you no, because they want to see what's on the other side, as long as you are giving them the information that you're saying you're going to. So if you do this and then you take them to another page and show them a health and wellness product and be like, oh, you can sell this product and make a ton of money, that's not going to work, right? Because they're not looking for a health and wellness product. They're looking for, how can you earn a 6-figure income making 2 sales a week from 7 income streams, right? That's the things they're looking for. So to go into that a little bit further, what most people will do is they'll collect that information and they'll send some sort of transactional emails afterwards, giving them whatever information it was, whether it's via email, whether it's on another page. And that usually comes in the form of, maybe it's a lead magnet, right? Or maybe it's an affiliate marketing product, or maybe it's a webinar. And any one of those, you're just basically asking for an email in exchange. Now let's talk about wacky stuff, right? So I was talking with a gentleman. He said that sometimes the wackiest stuff that people do is what gets them more leads and gets them more opt-ins. And what's very interesting is people love being weird. No matter how serious they seem, no matter how kept, upkept and whatever it is that they are, no matter how snooty they might be, people love being weird. So you can come up with things like a weird slogan, make a weird video, even find a wacky meme that describes how you feel about something, and people are going to love that. They're going to hop on that. They're going to want to give you information because they can resonate with that. They can resonate with feeling silly and weird and wacky. And so what's interesting about that is I've seen that even myself, where a lot of my content that is straightforward like this, a lot of times can fall short because some of the people just go, oh yeah, I've heard that before, and they click away, not thinking about the fact that maybe there's something else in there. But if you're wacky and crazy and kooky and whatever, you can get a lot more leads. Now, I've done a couple things like that, and I get way more responses from those than I do from things when I'm being super serious and actually trying to help people out. Now, why is that? Because people love to respond to the wackiness. So whatever you're selling, whatever you're giving away, if you put something silly ahead of it, most people will just go along with it. I remember seeing a lot of ads not too long ago from the traffic and funnels guys, where they were doing silly ads about, you don't need a funnel and all that kind of stuff. Their business exploded because of that. And when you look at like ClickFunnels did a lot of wacky ads, especially last year. They started doing a bunch of wacky ads promoting the One Funnel Away challenge. And, that blew their stuff up there too. And so it just goes to show that being silly, being yourself, being funny, being off the wall, whatever it is, people love that. And so don't be afraid to be yourself. Don't be afraid to be wacky. Don't be afraid to share those memes or whatever, because the right people are going to love that content. And I'm a firm believer, and I hear it all the time, is that you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. The right people are going to follow you no matter what. So just some ideas out there, right, to get some extra leads.